Drugstore in Another World. The Slow Life of a Cheat Pharmacist. That hit a lot of big markers in their classic generic fantasy isekai type of series. And that's exactly what this is. But um I don't know what else to say. So the light novel is what it says. It's an isekai about a cheat pharmacist. So we have some pharmacy up in here, but as a fantasy story, there are some elements in which it is not similar to that of real life. Unlike Dr. Stone, that is, it has a bit of reality to it. But in this scenario, we are introduced to completely new ingredients in this, but the only similarities is how our main protagonist applies his modern medicine knowledge to that of this world. As you can guess from the premise, we have our main protagonist, Kirito Kiryo Reiji, right? He's 24 years old. He used to be a corporate slave, but now he is reincarnated as a master alchemist, as the show suggests, as the show title, the series title has highly highlighted, right? And yeah, that's it. We have not been really introduced, rather we have not really seen the way that he was before, what he looked like before he reincarnated, or how he got there. But we were quickly introduced to this man as he is. He is a simple pharmacist with OP powers and making drugs and stuff, medicine and the like. And next you have our second character, right? Noella, the werewolf who was saved. Reiji saved her and he took her in to work as the poster girl of his shop. By the way, he now, being this master of an alchemist, he opened up his own shop and is doing good business. And I would have to say, Noella is probably the only reason that I would stick for this series, because that's kawaii, right? She's kawaii. Finally, we have our ghost of the story, our third character, Mina Florete. She's a ghost. She stays in the house or the factory or house factory where Reiji makes his potions, sells his potions and stuff like that. So, a bounded ghost, so to speak. Now, there is a series, right, with a similar premise to that, at least in the sense of opening a drugstore, right, which is the one where I got kicked out of the hero's party, so I decided to open a drugstore. I forgot the last bit. It keeps changing. Forgive me for that. But nevertheless, I am excited to see at least that has an adaptation. Sad. This part is that I expected it to come out earlier, but that is absolutely fine, right? It's absolutely fine because it just makes me want to anticipate what I can expect more, right? As I've read the manga, I really enjoyed the series. I'm probably gonna make a video out of it, and hopefully they will do good. They will do justice in the delivery of that story because of its wholesomeness and its whole story and lore to the concept of it. I really appreciate it, right? If they would make it do good. But Drugstore in Another World, Slow Life of a Cheat Pharmacist. Yeah, that's really all there is to it. You have this character, right, who makes all these potions, drugs, medicines, cleaning products and whatnot, even detergents. Yeah, all sorts of products that involve a chemical process, right? He uses the knowledge rather from his modern world, applies it to this world with a twist of all the new ingredients that we're introduced to this fantasy land. And yeah, that's it. What I'm really just hoping for, they should deliver a really strong impression in the first few episodes, right? They should not introduce a conflict around, let's say, in episode 6, or worse, in episode 11, or the last episode, where it's usually that type we're in, let's say, for instance, that type where in the last episode you would find your main companion missing, and that like there's this whole misunderstanding that they might go away, or they might, be gone from you or separate from you. But yeah, the only saving grace that I find in this show, the reason why I really wanted to watch it, is because of Noella. What's her name again? Noella. She is so kawaii, adorable, whether it's when she's sad or happy, and even feeling a bit smug. That's enough to put a smile on my face. There's no hard reason or difficult reason as to why I can hate something as cute as this, I suppose. But that in itself is just an appeal that I find in these type of shows. One that really is just here to, have a sense of, calmness, and really just to, be wholesome. Again, the cuteness is insane. I just love it.